finish us off here in the sense that talk about salvation as a final act that is completed. In other words, in the forensic sense that God makes a judgment, an eternal judgment about my status because of Christ, versus Catholicism, that it's not a completed act all at once. It's a process. Define those two for us.
For the Protestant, for the biblical view as I understand it, John, and embrace it, justification, technically and narrowly considered, and what the word means in the Greek, in the Hebrew, and I believe originally in the Latin until it got corrupted in the Roman judicial system, and that was where one of the problems came in with the Latin justificare, which means to make just, and that planted the seeds in some of the Latin fathers of thinking that justification means a making just, but the biblical concept, dikaiosune, and so on, clearly teaches that justification, narrowly considered, is the declaration of God, the legal declaration, what we call a forensic declaration. You hear about the forensics in trials and in forensic medicine and forensic pathology and so on. That what we're talking about there is that justification, specifically and narrowly, refers to God's declaration of a person's being righteous in his sight. That's what justification means, and that is a once-for-all thing. What the New Testament teaches is that the very moment a person has authentic faith in Jesus Christ, at that instant, God the Father declares that person in Christ and acceptable in the Beloved. He now remits or removes their sins forever. The eternal punishment of sin has been removed, and the righteousness of Christ is imputed to that trusting and believing person. They are now pronounced just, and Luther said they are simul justus et peccator, at the same time just and sinner, while they're still unclean in themselves, though the seed and the beginning of their transformation has already taken place. They're still sinners, and they remain polluted by sin until they're glorified by God in heaven. The process of sanctification goes until we die and go into heaven. But the status that you're referring to, our condition of being declared just before God, is a once-for-all, single, instantaneous action the moment faith occurs.